Okay, now it's on.
I guess say a few words.
Except Dave's sitting right by the light, so you get a real bad reflection.
Dad, go to bed.
Bad.
Depends upon your point of view, I guess.
We'll see Nikki.
Say hi, Ethan.
What will it take, like 3 minutes?
I don't know, we can see.
Well, I think your car block was more than 3 minutes, wasn't it?
Probably.
Just seemed like it.
Could have been too terrible long.
What is this all about? Look at it.
What is that all about? You want us to look at your armpit? Very nice.
What do you got there, Dad?
Not me.
I mean, if I didn't have a hair in my walk.
I passed your mom, you're safe.
Tomorrow, okay.
Okay, we'll get you tomorrow.
Probably more interesting tomorrow anyway. Strawberry or raspberry jelly?
Why would it be more interesting tomorrow?
Because there'll be more people,
Oh,
stuff going on, things like that. You can take the mess.
Hey, Ma, do you remember that picture you used to have in the dining room on the Last Supper?
Yeah,
Do you still have that?
yeah.
What was that, though? Like a reprint or something?
No, it was just,
oh, like it was the original.
just a little cheapo something.
But I mean, was it a duplicate of the original?
I don't know.
Or was it just a whole nother painting of...
No, I think it was a duplicate of the
Of the
original.
original?
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
It was just a picture I remember.
That one that the gold all wore off the frame, which is a cheap one we got someplace, I don't know.
You said you still have it or no?
I'm pretty sure I do.
I
Where?
think it was. I could look at it now. I know if it was a copy of the original, but I mean, I'm sure it's what everybody.
Can you turn that light down?
I don't know, I'll check it out from that into my
I
mind.
mean, most people that have one painting is duplicated a
No,
million times.
I have twice.
Oh.
Oh, that was not a good thing that just happened.
Did I turn it back up?
Why, what just happened?
Yeah,
No, when she turned it off totally, we went dark. Yeah.
Have you guys ever done that murder mystery thing?
I haven't. Well, yeah. Wait a minute. Yes, I have. I did it with work. We did it, and then Jerry and Haven did it for their anniversary last year,
Did they
or the
like
year
it?
before that, where
The
Nikki
year
was
that I
done.
was there, so not this past summer, but
Yeah, the summer before.
yeah.
Did they like it? They did it while you were down there?
Yeah, because I came down and babysat Ethan while they were out. And I did it with work. They did it with, that was one of the things that they did one time as a group activity, and we all went out to dinner and did the murder mystery thing. I was horrible at that. I think Haven, I got something, I forgot what I did, but they gave me I got a bumper sticker off of it. And it was like, the booby prize for,
Being the biggest boob.
It was the whole
Get in,
sit
sit down,
up.
shut up, hold on.
it shut up. I think I was too much of a jokester or whatever. I was
Maybe
Messing
if
with
you
the whole
turned
thing.
that light on and that one off.
That bumper sticker was something.
yeah, that was perfect actually. I wish I could have had that. It was pretty much the right thing.
Oh, shot them. I can find you both.
Being a director here.
Who's got the
It's
light?
gonna be too dark.
It is gonna be too dark. That might be okay. It's still gonna get some weird glare going.
Oh yeah, it looks like Dave's next to a white hole.
Like poltergeist. Here, why, you gonna go to one?
I was thinking about it.
Supposed to be a lot of fun. I mean, I had fun when I went.
This
They
is
got
some
this horrible
thrilling
at trying to
footage.
figure out the whole whodunit thing or whatever, but I've
This
had a
is
lot of
some
fun with it.
thrilling footage.
Do you actually partake in the roles, or is it all just as an observer?
Well, you're involved, but not as one of the characters, because they all have plants that are the characters and such. So, I mean, you can't be like the killer or the whatever, you know, they'll give you a script and a role or whatever. You're just there.
But what if you went with a group of people you knew with that?
It's got 25 free songs.
No, none of them are the ones. I mean,
For
you
some
know,
reason, I don't
there's
know
no-
whether it's good or not, we use it
I
for,
thought they always played
I
that
never
role. And you were
They
given
asked
certain
George,
information
she
by
didn't
talking to
know
other
it was
people.
You probably used it to download free songs off the
I think
internet,
that is how some of them
this what it
are,
is?
probably.
but not all of them. Depends upon. I mean, there's different kinds. I know the one that we did that, you know, it was all, there was a lot of people. It was a dinner theater. There was a ton of people there, so you really didn't know who the actors, I mean, you knew who was in your party, but you didn't know who the actors were and who they weren't. They were playing.
You know, you can't show those unless
But
you get
it
my
was
release
fun, you
form.
know.
Yeah, watch me.
I should get a release.
I go down so mom
There's
doesn't
another
show.
Borat.
I've got lawyers,
I
you
said
know.
Borat, yeah, they'll get sued if I released. I didn't sign a release.
So was that whole OJ thing just a big publicity stunt? Were they
No.
ever intended to show
I
it?
think
No, they were really gonna do it, and they're asking him for the money back now, and he's saying he
I
already
heard
spent it.
Brother OJ didn't see it.
For what?
No, he's saying he spent the money
Did
already.
they even
Oh,
take the
people were
book off the
getting-
shelf? They're not even selling the book, is that what I heard? now?
Yeah. Well, because there was such a big uproar about it, that, you know,
That's
they
what
just
makes me think it
decided.
was a big publicity stunt.
For what
What was
purpose?
the reason?
Give Fox a little publicity.
I think they were going for it from that aspect, but I don't think they expected so much negativity to come at them.
Yeah, but now they look like they stood up and do a loud mouse, and next thing you know, Fox is, oh, they made the right decision.
They're gonna give them they shouldn't have agreed to it in the first place.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because they quit because everybody complained. They
Yeah.
didn't give them any up. I was still saying.
Well, the backlash
Had a lot
was
of
heavy.
airtime for it.
Yeah, the backlash was
But I don't think it
bad.
was all publicity stuff,
No, I don't think
because it
so.
made them look bad that they didn't put it on.
Either way, they won. They put it on, they would have, Fox would have been a big name. They took it off, Fox is a big name.
But the book itself is
Fox
cool.
was-
I don't want to watch them.
Because they've had the author, they've talked to him, and everything else, and there's a book, but they're not even gonna put the book out.
Like I watch them much anyway. I wasn't there when you first.
Hard to say, but.
So
I
you
don't
talked to Uncle Fred? How was his trip?
He didn't go into that, he didn't go into that when he's here, because, but he heard over in Rome, he was in Rome when he got the thing that his the guy that used to be with him in the CYO, and the guy that was his assistant there at St. Christopher's for a long time, died
Don't ask her when he died of.
What do you die of?
unexpectedly.
That's not what you said to me.
Yeah, he died unexpectedly.
You said suddenly.
Oh, suddenly, wow.
I go, what'd he die of? She was
Is this
suddenly.
real or?
I go, whoa, look out for that suddenly.
Liz read the thing to me out of the paper. It wasn't in our paper, it was in the Buffalo paper, and I wrote back to her and I said, did he die of a heart attack or what? She said he died suddenly.
I don't know, I was wondering that myself.
But I presume that it was a heart attack. He was only 59 years old, but
Mother probably threw it out
I'll
or
look it up.
gave
And
it
then
away.
he said he would be here,
What is
you know, sometime after 12,
Yeah, that's what
and he was
that
expecting
gene
you to take home leftovers.
The worst, anything,
I thought that was funny.
somebody could
He
use
said,
it.
well, now that I'm on my own, I have to go shopping.